At the top of the hour, the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety for the City of Lawrence will come to order. This is the March 13th, 2025 meeting. The chair does recognize a quorum, so the meeting is coming to order. The first item on our agenda this evening is the approval of the regular meeting minutes from February 27th, 2025. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval as presented of the regular meeting minutes for the February 27th meeting.
Thank you. Mrs. Lawrence, it's been moved. Is there a second?
I'd second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Under unfinished business, there is none, so that takes us to new business. And the first item on our agenda is number 1, the request for approval of Reserve Officer Adam Hazelwood. Is there anybody in the audience to address this matter? Could you identify yourself for the record, please?
My name is Lieutenant Scott Evans.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Chief Curtis Bigsby is requesting that Adam Hazelwood be appointed as a City of Lawrence Reserve Police Officer with the rank of Sergeant effective March 13th, 2025.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit further on Mr. Hazelwood's qualifications?
Adam grew up here in Lawrence, and he started as one of our cadets in the early 2000s. Adam became a dispatcher for the City of Lawrence, and he was a dispatcher from 2007 to 2014. He also was a reserve police officer from 2009 to 2014. Adam was hired full-time in 2014. He became a canine officer and the trainer of all Lawrence police canines. He went up to the rank of sergeant. Earlier this year, he was offered another position. He took it, but he just can't leave the City of Lawrence. He wants to be here so bad. So he came in and asked the chief if he could be appointed as a reserve and serve the city probably for the next 20 or 30 years, knowing Adam.
Thank you, Lieutenant, very much for that. Is there any questions from the board
I have
members?
a general question. Are there certain time or hour requirements for the reserve officers? Like, is it 8 hours a month or?
There is a requirement. I can't tell you what it is.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's around 30 hours. Yeah, they have an hourly requirement monthly.
Okay,
So.
that's fine.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I
Is there a
have no
motion?
questions. I would move approval of Adam Hazelwood as a reserve officer for the Lawrence Police Department.
Thank you. There's been moved. Is there a second?
Yeah, I'd second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Next item on our agenda is the approval of Shrewsbury CCMG 2024-2 proposal for part-time construction inspection services. Mr. Rapala?
Renee Rafala, Operations Manager for DPW. And we are asking the board to approve for the inspection services for the grant that I mentioned we awarded last month or last week at the meeting. They provide 3 different price points in this. I'd like to go with the middle of the road, which is the 524 hours. Where did the total go? I had it right here. $65,000. I'm sorry, I had lost it. The low range was $50,100. That doesn't meet the requirements. And then the high range was $73,100, and that's more than what we're required to do.
Okay.
So middle of the road was the best option, and that's what we're asking for permission. It's $65,000 to inspect the work from the 2024-2 Community Crossing Matching Grant.
And that was 65,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Rapala. Are there any other questions from board members?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the Shrewsbury CCMG 2024-2 proposal for part-time construction inspection services in the amount of $65,000 for 524 hours.
Thank you,
Did I
Mrs.
get all that right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Lawrence. It's been moved. Is there a second?
I'd second.
Thank you. It's moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is the approval of quote from Meta Lawn Care LLC for 2025 violation remediation services.
So
Fowler?
we have already approved 2 previous contractors. This is the 3rd one. I like to have 3 on board, just so that we can rotate it and kind of spread the projects out, and we're not overworking any one of the contractors. They all have the same price points, and pretty the same contract. And I'm asking for permission to add this to our list of approved vendors.
Thank you, Ms. Fowler. Any questions from the board?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the quote from Metalon Care for 2025 violation remediation services.
Thank you, Ms. Lawrence. Is there a second?
I second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is comments of the administration. Madam Corporation Counsel, is there anything?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Thank you very much. Citizen comments. I don't see anybody in the audience, but is there anybody online?
No, I
Madam
don't see
Secretary?
anybody.
All right. Well, that takes us to adjournment, and the chair will entertain a motion accordingly.
I move adjournment.
Been moved. Is there a
Second.
second? Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.